Morning. 48 degrees out. Sun's coming up. Beautiful. And my flagpole keeps sliding down. I don't get it. It's one of those ones that you can extend up and you tighten the little rings on it. So I had a pretty good fire last night. Burned up almost everything. I'll stoke that up here in a minute. Today's goal, finish this. Got to get this wall finished. Is this wet? I bet it is. No, that's pretty dry. Just slightly damp. Slightly. Okay. I want to get this finished up today. Lots of cutting. Because tomorrow's Friday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. And it's supposed to rain until Tuesday. So I want to get this done. I think I can do it. All right, let me get the table saw up here, see if I can go fix this flagpole, and be back in a minute. trying to keep this fire going. Putting all my scraps in it. Oh, I have to cut 3.5-inch boards to go around the window, all 3 windows, and both doors. That door is not going to get a top on it. I don't know why I put that flashing up there. Huh. I put it up there, but I didn't put it up there. I wonder if I should have. Oh, man. I'm not taking them boards back down. I'll just put trim around it. It'll be all right. Got it around the front door, I think. Yep. Okay, so figured I needed 80 feet of 3.5-inch boards. And I got a few scraps out here. Like that one I can cut up. That one I can cut up. Well, that one might not be big enough. That might. Yeah. That one won't be big enough for anything. All right, let's get busy cutting this wood. Nice. Yep, liking it. All right. Nice. There's one window trimmed out. I put it on a 30-degree cut right here. Let the water slide out. Same thing with the top. Yep, not bad. Now I got to do that window, the edge of that door, and around that door. And then I got to cut a whole bunch of batten strips. And this one, I don't know how I'm going to do this one. It runs right next to it. I might just cut. I'm going to have to rip one. Yeah, I'm going to have to rip that one to put in there. That's all right. Fire's going. It's cooled off. I'm telling you what. The clouds are out and you can see a little bit of blue sky. But it's cooled off quite a bit. probably should put a trim over that one just to make it match. I think I will. Looks out of place without a trim board up on the top. All right, well, I do remember now why I put that metal flashing up there, because there was no way to keep the rain from going inside. This door, just like the windows, have flashing around it, then you put the tape on it. So that keeps the rain off. All right, do I have a board long enough for that? Or am I gonna have to rip one? That one might work. Okay, corner pieces are up on both corners. All the windows and doors are trimmed out. I'm liking the way it's looking. Yeah, digging it. So, I gotta get a count on batten strips and see how many I'm gonna need. I'm not gonna need a lot. So let me get a count and see what I gotta cut. And then I'll get to cutting those. Get those up, then the top will be done, and the bottom, oh, let me tell you what I did. Came out here last night, it was dark, and I set my laser level up somewhere in this area. These are pilings that I poured, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, and they're about 4 feet deep, and they're sitting on top of a 8-inch by 2 foot by 3 foot slab. All reinforced concrete with rebar. Sonotube has got rebar in them. And this is for my future porch. I want to build a deck out here. So the top of these is right where that black mark is, right there. You can see that black mark. And I marked it quite a few places down the wall. So that's the same height as these. I'm going to put a 2x6, I think, across here. Maybe 2x8s. Double them up, put a ledger board up there, and put a deck in at some point. So I don't want to have to come back and add board and batten when I put the deck in. So I want to make sure I get these coming down far enough, and I think 17 inches below the door and 26.5 inches will get me down where I want to be, which will put the top of it, I think that mark right there. So yeah, I got to bring my board and batten down below that. And what I'll do is I'll get a piece of that 5/8 plywood that I have, about a 4-inch strip, and I'll put it behind there. And that way I got something to nail them to down at the bottom. So let me get a count on these, and then I'll come back and sun's up, beautiful. Come back and get them cut and start to nail them up. But I think I can get this whole wall done today. All right, be back in a bit. liking it. All right, the whole top is done. Man, does it feel good. I don't have to go up and down that ladder anymore. All right, now I gotta figure out what I wanna do down here. I think I'm gonna go at about 18 or 19 inches and about 27 and a half or 28 and a half. I think I'm gonna add 2 inches to it. That way, whenever I get around to building this deck, which will probably be next fall, get around to building it. If they're too low, I can just cut them with a saw. I'll put a board up there so I got a nice straight line and I'll just cut it with a saw. So let me double check these measurements. And I gotta cut a whole bunch of them. I'd like to get this done today. What time is it? This weather, I don't know. It might not hold out. 2 o'clock. I might be able to get this done. I think I can. All right. Let me get busy. I gotta get to work. Been slacking all day. This is all I did. Put all these, let's see, the boards were up. So I had to put all the bat, had to cut all the batten strips, all the trim around the doors. Yeah, slacking. There's the bottom up. You know, I cut this little spacer right here, and that's what I put in between my boards and battens to get them all the same distance. But I kept running into issues with them over here. It kept pushing, it kept getting shorter. Well, then I realized that these boards over here are 8-inch. They're cut 8-inch, true 8-inch. These were cut 8 1/8. So it started screwing everything up. Well, then when I got down to here, I had to go get 2 of the boards from the original pile I had that are 8-inch boards, and I started getting off my batten strips. So that'll be all right. My batten strip will cover this, and that'll be good to go. So now I got to cut batten strips. I want to get this done today. I want this done. So I got to get a count on how many of those I need. Ooh, I might have enough. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's not gonna be enough. Let me get these cut and put up, and then I'll find out how many I need and cut those, because I can rip them out of stuff like this. I can rip them out of that. All right, I gotta get something to drink. I'm thirsty. Be back in a minute. Shorties. Good afternoon. It's 4:40, but it's done. The entire house is board and battened. I did this in 2 days. Put the metal flashing up, the Z flashing, cut all the boards, cut all the batten, all the trim, 2 days. 2 long days. And I kept, you can see, I kept this side down lower than this side. And that's because at some point, my future deck is gonna go up, hopefully, a little bit above that board and batten, where I'll be able to put a board up there, screw a board up there nice and level, then just stick my saw in there and just cut them off perfect. I don't know where that's at yet, as far as the height goes. But man, it's done. The outside of the house is done. I didn't even plan on doing this. I planned on just putting another layer of Tyvek up and letting it go all winter. But we had 2 beautiful days of weather, and I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I gotta get up there and put some blank covers on where the lights are and the 3 receptacles. I just wire them up. I might do that. I might run up to hardware store. I gotta go to Lowe's sometime soon and pick up a thermostat for the furnace and thermostat wire. So I might just go up there tomorrow and I'll pick up lights for out here, and I got 4 outside receptacles, 1 in the front, and I got a light that I'm putting up, I think. Yeah, I got a light I'm putting up right there. So I got to pick 4 lights that are all the same, that don't break the bank. Gotta see if I can find some sort of rustic looking ones, cabin looking things. I can probably find them on Amazon. But I get the plugs in there, then I have that all done. The outside will be completely done. Oh man, I'm loving it. Holy crap. So I didn't film the last half of this, so I wanted to beat the sun. The sun's going down, and it goes down quick up here. Within an hour, it would be pitch black. So, oh man, does this feel good. I love it. All right, I'm gonna go in and edit this video, and then I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna burn all this scrap off. I kept the good stuff I wanted. This is just, I'm never gonna use it. And I don't like using that in my wood stove for kindling, because it burns so quick and it leaves a stain on the glass. And I was told that cedar and apple, do not burn apple in your wood stove. It'll get so hot. All right, I'm going inside. So if I don't see you anymore tonight, thanks for following along. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll be right back here tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do, if it's not raining tomorrow, is I have another one of these to build. That canopy over the door, the awning. I got to build it down here. I'll show you. I got to build it down here over this door, but I think I'm going to bring it all the way out to this wall right here, and probably the same distance this way, probably 4 feet on each side of it, right up to underneath the Z flashing, and that'll keep the snow out of this area. That's my biggest fear, is we get 3 feet of snow piled up here and it starts melting. It's going to go right in the basement. So I got to try to keep the snow away from that. Probably should build it and put walls on it. I got enough cedar to do that. I don't know. Don't have time for that. Be shoveling a lot of snow this winter. All right, that's it for today. Like I said, thanks for subscribing, following along, checking out my channel. I appreciate it. I responded to comments today. So y'all have a good evening. See you, bye.